Welcome back. Kind of hard to describe the major developments in the Democratic primary for governor in just the past 72 hours.
So let's try to do it with Democratic strategist Joe Zepecki, who joins us now. Joe, good to see you. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Let's start with the lieutenant governor. There is obviously a lot of talk about. Was this a shock Friday morning, given what we saw this past week?
I think the whiplash of it was pretty jarring. Sunday night to Monday, you had her campaign get hit with this, and then her try to sort of grit her way through it. It looked for about 48 hours like she was going to be able to do that. I've heard from people who as recently as Thursday night were at events with her where it was all systems go. And then by Friday morning, a very different story.
David Crowley is back in. We don't know what that looks like at the moment, but is this significant to get back in the race when you were out and endorsed the lieutenant governor?
It's unprecedented as far as I can tell for anyone to suspend and then unsuspend a campaign within a week's time. David Crowley is an extraordinary leader who has really proven that he can work with both Democrats and Republicans.
But does that matter right now?
Here's why it can matter. It was the driving message behind his candidacy when he was in this race the first time. Now, if he has enough support to communicate that message more broadly, he could catch fire. This is a high-risk move, but the upside is also very high.
Why is this not a boost to Republicans who say that this is just indicative of the chaos within the Democratic Party?
Because the Republican Party is awash in their own chaos. I mean, that's the defining story of the 21st century.
They have one candidate, though, in this race.
Today, but they didn't when Bill Berrien flamed out. They didn't when Josh Schoeman, another county executive, young up-and-comer, flamed out. These things happen.
What is the risk here for Democrats? Because here's the storyline that is forming: is the establishment is trying to find literally anyone except Francesca Hong to be the nominee. Is that a fair calculation of what's happening behind the scenes?
There is risk to that, but it also feels like they don't want Mandela Barnes. And I think those are two candidates who are unabashed outsiders and are clearly not part of the establishment. And so the risk is you see a repeat of 2016, where the fight between Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders divided the Democratic Party. You see potentially in the fall some risk around what happened when Joe Biden blessed Kamala Harris just 20 minutes after he decided he wasn't running. People are frustrated with our politicians. They are upset and angry with the establishment and with institutions. So the risk is that this looks like the establishment once again deciding for voters.
Last week was a wild week. I anticipate another wild week. Joe Zepecki, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Up next, the Marquette poll set to be released Wednesday. Charles Franklin is with us next.